Hello everyone. I welcome you all to today's podcast. This is Priya Chanda, your academic coordinator. Today, we are diving into a topic that's a part of everyone's professional journey: conflict. From disagreements with colleagues to differences of opinion with bosses, conflict is a reality we all face. In today's podcast, we will be discussing how to handle conflicts with coworkers and foster a harmonious work environment. Handling conflicts in workplace requires fairness, empathy, effective communication, and a constructive approach. Here are some actionable steps you can take to manage conflict and maintain a positive work environment. First of all, it's very important to address the conflict early. Address conflict as soon as they arise, rather than allowing them to escalate, as ignoring conflicts can lead to further tension and negatively impact the work environment. Secondly, keep the issues to yourself. If the matter only concerns you and your coworker, it's advisable not to discuss the matter with colleagues until the two of you have discussed it. If you feel the need to discuss the matter with someone and for support or an outside opinion, consider talking to your manager or a friend or family member. Third, it's very important that you remain calm and composed when dealing with conflicts. Emotional reactions can escalate the situation further. So it's better to take a moment to gather your thoughts before engaging in a discussion. Fourth, get right to the point. When discussing the issue with your coworker, try to take a direct approach and immediately tell them what you believe the problem is. Having analyzed the issue beforehand, you should have a clear idea of what you need to say to them to explain what your point of view is. Being direct may be more uncomfortable than taking an indirect approach, but it allows both of you to openly express your point of view and maximizes the chance of fully resolving the entire situation. Fifth, understand perspectives and show empathy. Listen to all parties involved to understand their perspectives and concerns. Practice active listening and show empathy towards their viewpoints. This helps create an environment of mutual understanding and respect. Sixth, find common ground. Identify shared goals or interests between the conflicting parties. Emphasize the commonalities to foster a sense of unity and encourage collaboration in finding a resolution. Seventh, seeking a win win solution. While finding a common ground between conflicting parties, it's very important to encourage the conflicting parties to brainstorm and explore possible solutions together. Look for compromises or alternative solutions that addresses the needs and interests of all the parties involved. Strive for a resolution that benefits everyone and maintain positive working relationships. Eighth, involve a neutral third party if necessary. If conflict persists or becomes more complex, consider involving a neutral third party, such as a mediator or HR representative. They can provide an unbiased perspective and facilitate a structured process for conflict resolution. Ninth, document agreements. If the resolution arising due to conflict has an implication on the official system or hierarchy, then it's important to document the agreed upon solution, including any action, steps, or timelines. This helps ensure that all parties have a clear understanding of the outcome and provides a reference point for future discussions if needed. 10th, follow up. After resolving the conflict, follow up with the involved parties to ensure that agreed upon solution is being implemented effectively. Address any lingering concerns or issues that may arise during the implementation process. Remember, conflicts are a natural part of any workplace, and handling them effectively can lead to improved relationships, increased productivity, and a healthier work environment. Now, let's see an example on how to use these points in a situation of conflict through a story. This is just an example to give you an overview of how to apply the points in real life. Let's consider two co workers, Mohan and Neetu. working in a sales department, and are responsible for handling clients' account. They often find themselves in conflict over how to approach customer interactions. Mohan believes in taking a persuasive and assertive approach to close deals quickly, while Neetu values building long-term relationships with clients and take a more consultative approach. Their different styles lead to disagreements and misunderstanding during team meetings and client presentations. The tension between them starts to affect the overall team dynamic and hampers their collaborative effects. To address the conflict, their team leader decides to have a one-on-one meeting with Mohan and Neetu separately. During these meetings, the leader encourages open, honest communication, allowing each coworker to express their concerns and viewpoints without judgment. In their individual discussion, both Mohan and Neetu realize that their intentions are the same: to achieve success for the team and the company. They also recognize the value in each other's approaches and how their diverse style can be an asset rather than a hindrance. Inspired by their team leader's guidance, Mohan and Neetu decide to have a direct conversation with each other to find a resolution. They choose a neutral and calm setting away from the office to facilitate an open dialogue. During their discussion, they take turns sharing their perspectives and reason behind their approaches. As they listen to each other, they start to gain a deeper understanding of the strength and their respective methods. They acknowledge that combining their styles could lead to even better outcomes. After a constructive conversation, they agree on a compromise. For certain clients, they will adopt Mohan's more assertive approach when time-sensitive decisions need to be made. For other clients, they will use Neetu's consultative approach to build stronger, lasting relationships. To take communication flowing and ensure alignment, they decide to have regular check-ins to discuss their progress and adjust their strategies if needed. They also commit to providing feedback to each other, acknowledging successful outcomes, and discussing areas for improvement. In the following weeks, as Mohan and Neetu work together with their newfound approach, they notice positive changes in their client interactions. They see that combining their strengths leads to better customer satisfaction and increased sales. The rest of the team also benefits from the improved collaboration and experiences a more cohesive and supportive work environment. Through open communication and a willingness to understand each other's viewpoint, Mohan and Neetu successfully resolved their conflict and turned it into an opportunity to grow and better the team dynamics. Their shared commitment to finding common ground without involving a third party allows them to build a stronger working relationship and achieve shared goals. I hope this must have given you an idea on how to handle conflicts with your coworkers at your workplace. As we conclude today's episode, remember that conflicts are natural in any workplace. The key is to tackle them head on, communicate openly, and seek common grounds. By doing so, you can turn conflicts into opportunities for growth and improved collaboration. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more valuable insights on managing conflict effectively.